Now to present the next award in the Analytical Test and Measurement category, please welcome John Dexheimer. John focuses in several areas, including optical and sensing systems, software services, and alternative energy solutions. In addition to his association with First Analysis, he has been president of Lightwave Advisors since 1999. And since that time, he's helped materials and optics firms receive over $800 million in equity investments and consulted to a large number of corporations and VCs on acquisition strategies and startup investments. Please welcome John Dexheimer.
Thank you. I guess in reflecting back, it was about 35 years ago that I started as a quant. So I'm not out of the photonics industry, and I was searching for a good quote. So I looked to Charles Babbage, who said, "It's generally found that the last advances towards precision require a greater devotion of time, labor, and expense than those which precede them." So AT&M Technologies, as I think we see, and as an investor, really has dual uses. The first is in developing those kind of black swan innovations that entrepreneurs, academics, and investors chase and want to see succeed and come to fruition. And then in the business world, to scaling replicatable, cost-effective solutions. Photonic analytics have played the underlying role in scaling the semiconductor industry, medical diagnostics, drug discovery, and are critical to the roadmaps of achieving every energy and environmental solution that we're going to need to see over the next several decades. I'll turn now to a different element in making an observation. Interesting poet made a claim that said, "Men can construct a science with very few instruments, but no one on earth could construct a science with unreliable instruments." And I think that's a very thoughtful statement. I'd go further and say no one could build a scalable business or deliver sustained value without measurements and therefore AT&M equipment. So congratulations to our winners. Without them, we wouldn't be pushing the envelope of innovation or in providing the tools to meet the great challenges and opportunities of our times as we try to accelerate innovation and implement solutions for the world. With that, we have 4 nominees. So I guess this is a unique category and a very important category, as I tried to emphasize. And what's interesting is we have an equal mix of very large companies who have been very innovative for a long time, and we have some of those black swan types of companies that are doing very innovative work from a very entrepreneurial base. Agilent with its scanning microwave microscopy, and Olympus with its laser scanning microscope. I'd put in that first category of large innovators that have been around a long time. Lehighton Electronics with its mobility mapping unit, and QED Technologies with its aspheric stitching interferometer in that real young innovative category. And we have I'll open the envelope actually. Hope it says what I've seen before. We have 2 winners, a tie for first place, Lehighton Electronics and Agilent. And I don't know whether there is anyone here from Lehighton. I believe there is Agilent representative. Is there an Agilent representative? Coming up, okay.
I'm Craig Wall. I'm from Agilent Technologies, and I'm actually the product line manager for the group that developed the Scanning Microwave Microscope. I think it's a really interesting technology because it draws on the past, the heritage of Hewlett-Packard and their innovations in electrical test and measurement, and couples it to a new future technique, the atomic force microscope. So this new product, this new invention, allows us to make microwave measurements in the near field at the nanoscale. So a little bit longer wavelength than most of you in the photonics community are used to. We're in the RF microwave regime, but nonetheless, an interesting new measurement technique coupling something from the past with the new technology of the atomic force microscope. And on behalf of Agilent Technologies, I'm honored, and I thank the committee for selecting Agilent.
I want to explain that the last category actually had a numerical tie for first place. That's why there were two winners in that category, and we went down to the 100th point, and all the judges put all the numbers together. All we did was put them on a spreadsheet, and it was literally a numerical tie, so that was the explanation there.